Step into the arena of minds. On this channel, every move is a clash of strategy, every sacrifice a turning point, and every game a battle for glory. Watch two players push the limits of creativity and calculation, as we bring you the drama, suspense, and excitement of chess like never before. Iyong opens with d4. The pawn marches boldly to claim the center, a signal that battle has begun. Wesley replies nf6. The knight steps forward like a shadow, testing white's control and ready to counterattack. Iyong plays c4. Strengthening his central fortress, tightening his grip like a strategist drawing battle lines. Wesley responds with g6, calm yet dangerous, preparing to unleash his bishop's deadly gaze across the long diagonal. Iyong develops nc3. His knight leaps into the fray, guarding the center and calling for expansion. Wesley fianchettos, bj7. The dragon breathes life. The bishop now points straight at the white king's future shelter. Iyong pushes e4. A bold strike, establishing total control in the center, and daring Wesley to challenge it. Wesley meets it with z6. The wall of the king's Indian rises, solid, tense, and full of counterplay. Iyong calmly develops nf3, reinforcing his center while preparing to castle, patience mixed with purpose. Wesley castles kingside. His monarch steps behind safety lines, ready to launch fiery play from the flanks. Iyong places b2, quietly finishing development, yet his silence hides sharp intentions. Wesley strikes with e5, a dramatic push that challenges the very heart of white's center. Iyong plays b3. The bishop joins the fight, defending and hinting at expansion on the queen's side. Wesley moves nj4. The knight lunges like a predator toward white's bishop, pressure rising instantly. Iyong retreats with bg5, turning defense into threat. His bishop pins and provokes in one move. Wesley breaks the pin with f6, forcing the bishop's retreat and expanding his own control with a growl. Iyong retreats bh4, cool and composed, refusing to yield the diagonal without a fight. Wesley thrusts g5, aggressive and fearless, storming forward to push back every white piece in sight. Iyong slides bg3, repositioning for survival, yet keeping an eye on black's exposed kingside. Wesley answers nh. The knight reroutes, ready to leap into battle on the king's side. Iyong pushes d5. The board trembles as the center explodes, a clash of strategy versus power. Wesley retreats n7. His knight steps back to reload, preparing a counterblow. Iyong castles. His king finds safety, while tension across the board thickens like storm clouds. Wesley advances 5. A declaration of war, smashing open lines, and calling for chaos. Iyong captures x5, cold precision, slicing open the black structure to relieve the pressure. Wesley jumps nc5. The knight springs into action, threatening dark squares and seizing initiative. Iyong defends with nd2, calmly reinforcing, like a general reinforcing his wall before the siege. Wesley captures bsf5, The knight's partner joins the hunt, taking command over the weakened center. Iyong pushes f3, fortifying his pawn chain. He prepares to lock down the battlefield. Wesley redirects nd3. His knight dives deep into enemy territory, an invader behind enemy lines. Iyong answers in d4. Counter pressure returns, knights circling each other like duelists ready to strike. Wesley sends n4, a venomous leap, the knight's blade pointed straight at white's soft spots. Iyong counters with ci5, advancing with fire, hoping to destabilize Wesley's stronghold. Wesley coolly replies bg6. The bishop retreats just enough to maintain lethal influence along the diagonal. Iyong develops bf2. His bishop joins defense duty, covering key entry points. Wesley's knight strikes nr5. Dominance continues. He refuses to give ground. Iyong places Riona, lining up on the open file, quietly ready for tactics. Wesley reacts nd4. Explosive central activity, his knight standing tall and fearless. Iyong moves b4. The bishop pulls back to safety, a quiet moment before the next storm. Wesley answers dxe5, removing tension and opening paths for his pieces to breathe. Iyong responds in hc5, recapturing with precision, keeping balance in this wild field. Wesley plays nct2, a shocking jump, his knight eyeing forks and threats across the board. Iyong fires rakon, countering instantly, his rook challenging the bold intruder. Wesley calmly exchanges nexione, one knight down, one advantage gained, the simplification favors him. Iyong recaptures quione, steady and clean, refusing to panic as pressure mounts. Wesley pushes b6, creating a break and breathing room for his queenside. Iyong moves n6, a brave leap deep into enemy land, knight fangs bared. Wesley captures nx6, cutting down the intruder without mercy, restoring harmony. Iyong replies dx6, an instant recapture, opening dangerous diagonals toward black's king. Wesley coolly plays checks, reinforcing, preparing to meet any storm with steel. Iyong brings out n4, the knight re-enters, commanding central ground again. Wesley answers qe7, connecting rooks, ready for the next wave of tactical thunder. Iyong doubles power with rx6, rook invades, capturing the pawn, and seizing momentum. Wesley hits back with raysight. Counterplay ignites, his rook challenges the intruder. Iyong fires qc3, coordination gleams, queen and rook unite like twin cannons. Wesley trades rx6, forcing simplification, calmly removing white's active piece. Iyong recaptures qc9, queen still alive and central, keeping pressure burning. Wesley slides d8, rook enters the fray, guarding files and preparing counterpunches. Iyong plays b3, placing his bishop to aim at dark squares, control tightening again. Wesley answers h6, a calm yet useful move, preventing back-rank tricks and giving his king air. Eugene pushes h3, mirroring the gesture. His king also breathes easier. Wesley moves kite, stepping aside from potential tactics, ready for long-term safety. Eugene positions basiques. His bishop eyes the black rook, a small spark of activity. Wesley replies b-fight, solid defense, guarding every critical line. Eugene pushes a3. Slow build-up, preparing queenside advances later. Wesley drops q8, regrouping, eyeing white's weaknesses with surgical intent. Eugene counters q7. The queen infiltrates, seeking chaos and threats. Wesley plays a sudden check forcing movement and seizing initiative. Eugene slides cat-u, calmly dodging the blow, still unbroken. Wesley strikes q6, capturing with cold precision, snatching material and swinging momentum. Eugene grabs back qx7, a desperate counter, his queen turning predator. Wesley fires bix4, cutting down white's defenses, relentless and exact. Eugene pushes fc4, trying to restore balance, but the cracks widen. Wesley launches qf6, eyes locked on white's king, dark clouds forming again. Eugene develops b8, bringing his last reserves into play, searching for miracles. Wesley calmly places bc5. Smooth coordination. His pieces now singing in perfect harmony as the tension peaks. Eugene places bf5. His bishop stands tall, pointing straight at black's heart, refusing to back down. Wesley counters q7, precise and icy. His queen coolly neutralizes the pressure. Eugene exchanges q7. Clarity arrives. The queens vanish, but the tension remains. Wesley recaptures bx7. Calm efficiency, his structure restored and endgame vision awakening. Eugene captures bx, stealing a pawn, hoping for counterplay on the queen side. Wesley responds bdx. His bishop returns fire, sharp and purposeful, sealing off entry points. Eugene pushes a4. The pawn races forward, his last hope marching with defiance. Wesley plays r-bone. The rook invades the first rank, smelling blood and opportunity. Eugene advances a5. Desperation drives to free his passed pawn before it's too late. Wesley captures rxbd2. Cold and brutal. The rook snatches the pawn and deepens the wound. Eugene develops b8, shifting to defense, searching for coordination. Wesley replies rct2. Another rook move, pressure tightening like a noose. Eugene pushes bb7. His bishop tries to cover vital lines, standing guard in silence. Wesley answers bc5. Domination, his pieces now forming a flawless net. Eugene captures bx5, a trade to simplify, hoping to survive. Wesley recaptures rxc5. Smooth and strong, the rook now rules the open file. Eugene pushes a6, the last pawn rush, a desperate bid for promotion dreams. Wesley slides r5, perfect blockade, cutting off any hope of the pawn advancing further. Eugene pushes h4, shifting to the king's side, still looking for counter chances. Wesley plays g4, brutal and direct, opening wounds in white's defenses. Eugene pushes a5, pure defiance, a warrior, refusing to fall quietly. Wesley coolly answers ra3, repositioning for the kill, his rook stalking the final prey. Eugene brings b8, guarding his pawn, trying to hold the line. Wesley plays kg7. His king finally joins the battle, confident and advancing. Eugene captures bx4, eliminating a pawn, a brief flash of hope. Wesley responds rx6. Rook strikes back, restoring dominance and removing the a-pawn threat. Eugene plays kg3. His king moves into action, seeking counterplay in the chaos. Wesley answers kf6, centralizing with menace. The black king now becomes a warrior. Eugene pushes ka4, inching closer to danger, still hoping for miracles. Wesley calmly plays ra1, patience personified, the rook readies to cut off escape routes. Eugene brings b5, defending his last hopes, linking pieces together. Wesley moves r4 in. The rook slides behind enemy lines, eyes on the white king. Eugene retreats bg6. Shielding his monarch, the bishop clings to defense. Wesley plays r4. The hammer falls. Check delivered with deadly precision. Eugene steps kh3, dodging the blow, his king trembling but unbroken. Wesley moves kg5. The black king storms forward, joining the hunt without fear. Eugene answers kg3, circling, trying to survive in the dark. Wesley pushes r5, regrouping the rook, preparing the final act. Eugene plays kh3, retreating into the corner, seeking air in the storm. Wesley places r8. The rook repositions, slicing through the board with intent. Eugene develops bf7, trying to stay coordinated, though his fortress shakes. Wesley pushes rc3, check again, relentless pressure mounting. Eugene responds g3, using pawns as shields, desperation on full display. Wesley moves rc2. His rook dances with precision, tightening the trap. Eugene plays bg6, still resisting. His bishop blocks lines with quiet courage. Wesley answers re2, switching targets, every move suffocating. Eugene responds bf5. His bishop dances between squares, trying to hold everything. Wesley pushes re1a. The rook invades deeper, the black assault unstoppable. Eugene plays kj-t2. His king runs again, trying to dodge the storm. Wesley strikes kh5, taking a pawn and smiling. The end is near. Eugene answers kf2a, shifting to regroup, but the position collapses. Wesley calmly ra1a. The rook glides back, ready to deliver the final blow. Eugene plays kf3, gathering his last strength, a lone fighter in ruins. Wesley moves kg5. Unstoppable, the black king dominates the board. Eugene continues kf2a, repeating in vain, hoping for a slip. Wesley strikes Ray3, unrelenting, keeping pressure alive. Eugene brings b6. Still defending stubbornly, his bishop refuses to surrender. Wesley replies, kf6, marching forward, black control absolute duel. Eugene pushes b5, resisting until the end, though the fate is sealed. Wesley moves Ray7. Rook shifts again, ready for the final curtain. Eugene brings kg2. The white king watches helplessly as doom approaches. Wesley plays k7, calm precision, tightening the noose with every step. Eugene answers kg3, stepping aside, avoiding immediate threats. Wesley plays kd6. The black king advances further, unstoppable momentum. Eugene pushes kf4, one last flicker of life, standing on the edge. Wesley moves rj7. Rook swings across, lining up for the knockout. Eugene answers g4. Desperation, flares again, chaos to the end. Wesley strikes rg5. The rook cuts through defenses, the net closes. Eugene brings bj7, trying to shield his king, but the walls are gone. Wesley plays kc5. His king joins the dance, commanding every square. Eugene moves bf5, holding on with courage, though hope fades fast. Wesley pushes kd4. The black monarch dominates the center like a conqueror. Eugene answers b7, still refusing to resign, pure fighting spirit. Wesley plays k3. King slices through, victory in sight. Eugene moves bf5, one final gesture of resistance before the inevitable. Wesley finishes with kf3, calm, precise, and deadly. The war ends, and Wesley so claims triumph over the battlefield. That's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed it, please don't forget to like and subscribe. It really motivates me to bring you even more exciting chess games. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.